Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Creation Myths. This is going to be a really quick one. This is just so I can tell you about this fresh paper right here, released on February 12th, 2026. This paper is by Gianni et al., and it's called A Small Polymerase Ribozyme That Can Synthesize Itself and its Complementary Strand. And if you think, hey, that sounds cool and interesting, you're totally correct. This is super cool. The title really hits the high notes here. We're talking about a very small ribozyme, so an RNA enzyme that is capable of self-replication. Beyond that, though, there are two aspects of this paper that are really cool and kind of interesting in terms of both their implications and just the underlying evolutionary kind of biology of it all. So the first thing I'll tell you here is that this self-replicating ribozyme is just 45 nucleotides long, just 45. That's way shorter than any other known ribozyme with a comparable functionality. And it has really important implications, obviously, for origins of life research, right? Because if you shorten the required length of a ribozyme in terms of how many nucleotides do you need to be able to copy yourself, well, that makes it a much lower hurdle to get over for self-replication to occur in an abiotic environment, right? It just makes the evolution, the appearance of such a replicating system way more likely. Additionally, this ribozyme was discovered by surveying polynucleotides that were generated through random polymerization without any selection at any point in the process. So you generate this sequence library, right, of actual physical sequences through random polymerization, and then you survey those molecules for activity. And in this particular experiment, the authors are reporting that they found in that population of sequences a 45 nucleotide ribozyme. That's important because it shows that you don't need selection to get the activity, right? If you have polymerization, you will eventually get replication. That's the implication here. Now, obviously, this is important for like abiogenesis research. Like this has implications for that field. And that's not usually my thing, but I know a lot of people do really care about developments in that field, so I wanted to just kind of share this so it's on your radar and everyone knows about it. But the other reason I want to put this out there into the world is that this is yet another study that undercuts the very common creationist claim that information or function or whatever you want to call it only comes from an intelligent source. That's obviously not the case. Here we have a bunch of random sequences, and just by chance, one of them was a self-replicating ribozyme. That's, by any reasonable definition, that's information, that's function. You might even say that's purpose, but it's not coming from an intelligent source, undercutting that creationist claim. That's all I wanted to put out there. The link to this paper is down below. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good things. And as always, don't get fooled.